how can you laugh at that? Like that might be my worst joke in years.
No, the worst joke in years is your record versus me. Ooh, just kidding.
What is my record?
I don't
versus
know.
You? Okay.
I think you're like up one game.
Am I up one game? Because I've only dropped one game to you. Yeah.
No, no, I think it's 2. I think it is 2. I think it is 3-2.
You think I don't count? Like, okay, like here's my count, okay? I've lost about 2 or 3 games to Avillo out of like 100. I've never lost to Winter, and I've definitely only dropped 1 game to you. I keep track of these things. It's important to me. Wow. What? I never said bad player list. You're putting words in my mouth right now.
But
TLO,
we have spawning in the bottom right position of Preon Terraces is the red Terran player. Representing Team Liquid is TLO.
And Hydra going for the Cats build. I'm not even kidding. I actually like 12 pool on this map. I believe that's what he did. And yeah, it is. So 12 pool is really strong on this map. And TLO is going for the hatch first at the second goal. That is as creative as it gets. Because I don't know about
Taking
this.
your opponent's gold. I mean, that's unrealistic, but it could happen.
Been there, done that.
Have you? In ZVZ?
No, hell no, not in CVC. But yeah, this is bound to do a lot of damage potentially by Hydra, unless Hydra sees no natural by TLO and chooses not to go up. But even then, he should poke up to check for the links.
So does he try to take out the gold base, or does he go straight to the main?
He won't know about the gold base is the issue for Hydra. There's no way he knows. Oh, look at this! Scooting around the Overlord. Great position on the links for Hydra again. And the second Overlord will catch a glimpse of this, but TLO is definitely in a lot of trouble. So this is a gasless opener from Hydra. This is how I like to open on this map as well, many of the times. And it's just a solid opener, again, because of the short rush distance. So Hydra's going to spot no natural and is probably going to feel discouraged going up. But as he sees nothing done here, he's going to be able to trade these links. And of course, all he wants to do with these links is trade. There's just one pocket, and TLO's not currently utilizing the pocket. So
the pocket's in the top, right?
Yeah, he's in a ton of trouble right now. The links finally pop out. Wait, was that a pool first? I thought that was a hatch first. It was a hatch first.
Hatch pool gas?
Yeah, I'm not sure how TLO got the links out. He's just way more creative.
TLO, but we have some...
I mean, this did a lot of damage by Hydra still. Hydra definitely with a drone lead and will have the expansion available to him. Plus TLO made a spine that he's not gonna be. Yeah, exactly. The spine was meant to deal with banelings. So now Hydra spots the drones actually moving out to TLO's side of things, and he's just gonna go gasless. Now this is really interesting because TLO has the gold, right? And people tend to overestimate the gold, believe it or not, because with a gasless build like what Hydra is doing, you're able to pump out so many more drones than with an otherwise non-gasless build like what TLO is doing, right? So even though TLO has the gold, Hydra will have the advantage of saturating both bases much faster, and once both bases are saturated, the gold actually has no impact. In fact, it might hinder TLO because even though he needs less drones to mine it efficiently, once Hydra is saturated, his income will actually be higher than TLO's, regardless, because the non-golds
and the larva injects too.
Yeah, and the non-golds have 8 patches, and the golds only have 6. So it takes much less drones to saturate a gold, but once the bases are saturated, it kind of works against the gold player to some extent. So again, golds can be somewhat overrated. Hydra's already ready for this, and this is a great follow-up. And again, once Hydra does take his gold, he will have those extra 4 drones that it takes to saturate the non-gold base to transfer. So big advantage for Hydra here.
Oh, picked off creep tumor. That's nice.
Already 36 drones to 27. So even though both players are close to saturated, you can see in the income tab that Hydra is gonna maintain an advantage.
Now, TLO scouted the Roach Warren, I believe, and he's getting his own Roach Warren. Is this too late for TLO?
No, I think this is great. This is good. And the game froze. Did the game freeze?
No. Oh, now it did.
It kind of froze for us. Now it's back.
All right.
Not sure what happened there. I was really planning on blaming the Russian casters for this type of thing.
Now you just blame it on me?
Yeah,
okay.
Taylor froze it by clicking something.
I
A little bit of a push by Hydra.
Now, does he go and try to pick off at the gold base?
I wouldn't mind it if he just backed away right after showing the roaches in the middle of the map. And he will. So the main purpose of that is obviously just to
Force
force out
units out.
links, and he did force out an extra 4 Zerglings from TLO, but he doesn't need to commit to anything until he gets his own roach speed. So yeah, Hydra in a pretty good position. TLO was looking for a backstab, but Hydra's just going to be ready for that as his units are pretty close by. I don't think that TLO is going to be able to get a deny on this. There's the queens and the roaches, but the roach is not attacking right away. Oh, but TLO is going to choose to not commit to that. And with that, Hydra's lead will intensify.
Yeah, I mean, taking the gold, like you said before, after that's up, he'll be able to saturate it immediately and get that spike in income, and he'll just be light years ahead of TLO at the moment.
Well, TLO has droned up pretty heavily, but Hydra has a big army advantage already, so he can build upon that. And TLO is taking his own gold and his natural base all at the same time, so this is a little bit risky by him. But we'll see what he's able to do with it. 4 Ravagers is the magical number of Ravagers. And I usually on my stream say I don't like magical numbers. But with Ravagers, 4 Corrosive Vials is what you need to take down an Overlord. So these queens might end up falling. The Ling reinforcements are here. But maybe missing a Transfuse there is Hydra. And this could be really dangerous. At the same time, Hydra will push into TLO's natural expansion and take down the expansion as well as most drones there. However, TLO is double expanding, so I would have really liked for TLO to finish off that 3rd base. Committing into the natural is maybe what he felt like he needed to do, because if he didn't, he would have just lost regardless, is what he's probably thinking. He was probably thinking, I need to do more damage than killing a hatchery, but realistically it was very unlikely that he was going to be able to do anything other than kill the hatchery. So I would have liked to see a better commitment, but with this, it looks like Hydra is just going to take game 2. And there's not much of game that TLO is going to be able to do to stop him. So well played from Dongwon Shin. And TLO still hanging on, and he does have a Baneling actually, so with a magical Baneling shot here. And it is rumored that TLO does have magic, so we'll see. But with the Baneling shot, he could have maybe at least equalized the army counts for the time being. That Overlord will fall.
Do you think it's worth for Hydra just to push up the ramp now and try to
It doesn't really matter. No, I think that that's one of the worst things that you can do, because if you lose your army and you lose that advantage, that's the only way that you lose this game. Now that TLO committed down the ramp, you can end the game. But realistically, because he had 3 bases and he knows that TLO was stuck, he could just take reap the benefits.
Contain.
Yeah, just reap the benefits of that 3rd base, because the longer it goes on, the greater your advantage will be when you have an economic lead like that, especially when you're mirroring each other in terms of units. So with that, Hydra goes up 2-0 against the German Zerg, and game 3.